throughout the length of this review, I'm going to be stripping. But I'm going to take the Jennifer Aniston route of stripping, and I will still have all of my clothes on by the end of the review. So don't get your hopes up. I'm kidding. Who would want to see that? Whew.
So how was work this evening, neighbor?
I need a lap dance, table 5. Don't get too close. The guy smells like asparagus pea and he's got a hook hand.
You're not a neighbor, you're a pot dealer.
I have a smidge of marijuana down in Mexico. Bring it back here by Sunday night. I will pay you $100,000.
It was way out of my league.
You don't have a choice. What the hell's that?
I bought an orca.
I make a lot of money.
You're probably gonna get searched at the border. You could wear a disguise.
Bane from Batman, something like that.
Oh, there's no drugs in here. You got nothing to worry.
Weather Miller stars Jason Sudeikis, Emma Roberts, Jennifer Aniston, some weird guy I've never seen before, but he was actually pretty funny in the film. And it's about Jason Sudeikis' character. He's a drug dealer. He's a really shady character. Doesn't have a lot of friends. Doesn't have a family. He's single. Lives in an apartment next to Jennifer Aniston, who's a stripper. And he's got a ton of money. And then one day he gets robbed trying to save Emma Roberts' character. And then Ed Helms' character comes along, and he's like, I'll make you a deal, since you lost all this money. If you go to Mexico, get a smidge and a half of weed, bring it back to me, I will call everything even, and even give you more money. I will give you $500,000. So of course he said, let's do this. But how am I going to do it? I'm going to get some people to dress up like a normal American family, a little on the nerdy side, and then we're going to go to Mexico, get some drugs, bring it back, live happily ever after, and part our ways. But things get shady along the way, and it gets pretty predictable. And the thing about this film is, it's just not really that funny. There are moments, but throughout the film, I found myself going, huh, yeah, that was funny. Oh, yeah, yeah, he said that, that was really funny. But I was not like on the floor rolling like I was in movies like This Is the End, The Heat. It's not a side-splitting comedy. It's like funny and witty dialogue, but like the moments that they tried to do, the over-the-top moments, they failed because they just didn't grip me. Like you saw this in the trailer, like the tarantula scene where he gets bit and he has to go to the hospital. And movies like Little Miss Sunshine do this movie so well because the movie has charm and the movie has very, very likable characters. The characters in this film are very likable, but I'm not completely attached to the movie and to the characters and to the outcome. And because you know what's going to happen at the end, you know this is going to happen, you know this is going to happen, you can call the twists and the turns. They meet a family along the way. You see it in the trailers. And another thing about this film, if you've seen the trailers, don't go see the movie in theaters because you have already seen the film. Although you haven't seen the ending, but like I said, you could call the ending. So check it out on Redbox if I were you. But anyway, going more into depth, I really enjoyed Jason Sudeikis' character the most because the guy knows how to, he knows how to be witty with what he says. Most of the comedy comes from what he says and his reaction and stuff, and a lot of improvisation stuff. And he's coming off of Saturday Night Live, and he does a really good job in this film, and I laugh a lot with him. I laugh with Jennifer Aniston. She plays more of a dirtier role in this film than she does in things like Friends and stuff, and I bought it. She's a great actress. I've loved her for a long time. And then the two side characters, the guy and the girl that they not really adopt, but they take along, they're cool as well. Emma Roberts is fine. She didn't really do anything funny. She just added to the film a little bit. And then you have, I don't know the guy's name. I don't even know the guy's actor's name. You know who I'm talking about in the trailer. It's just the way he looks at the screen and you laugh. It's the same thing with Zach Galifianakis. He's got this look. He's got this attitude that he's just awkward and he's funny, but he's a silly awkward. He's not like an awkward that could be in a movie like Perks of Being a Wallflower awkward. Not that sort of awkward. It's a funny awkward. And he did a really good job, and it really feels like he's playing himself in real life. Things get a little weird along the way. Like I said, it gets very, very predictable, and I'm really tired of these drug smuggling comedies. We have so many of these movies where, now we're in a car chase. Now we've got some mob members coming after us. Now we got a gang trying to kill us, and it gets so predictable, and you know what's going to happen. It's so formulaic, but it was funny at times. It wasn't side-splitting funny. It was just funny bits and pieces. There were a lot of small funny moments. There weren't a lot of big, hilarious, funny moments. There weren't actually a lot of that at all. There weren't a lot of moments in the theater where the whole audience was laughing for like 20 seconds and they had to pause the movie, not literally pause, but the people in the movie had to stop what they were doing so the people can laugh and we wouldn't miss any, you know, extra dialogue. You know what I mean? It's just little bits of laughter here and there. The audience didn't seem like they were having a really fun time with it either. They were doing the same thing I was doing. We were laughing for about 3 seconds, then boom, we stopped. And it's just a very mediocre film. It's barely good. I'm going to go 3 out of 5 for We're the Millers. Don't rush out to see it in the theaters. See it on Redbox. It's just not very memorable. And if The Heat is still playing, see The Heat over this film, because The Heat was, I thought, was really, really well done. It was really funny, and they had chemistry and all that. But anyway, that's a different review. We're the Millers, it's good. It's a fun time, but not worth paying a ticket price for. So what are your thoughts? Are you excited for We're the Millers? Are you excited to see Jennifer Aniston? I know I was. Are you excited to see what Jason Sudeikis can do? I haven't seen him in a lot of roles recently, and he was good in this film. But what are your thoughts? If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about it. If you haven't seen it, are you excited for it? What is your favorite comedy of the year so far? Is it This Is the End? I know a lot of people are going to think This Is the End. I can't decide between This Is the End or The Heat. Man, we've had a really good year for comedies. This one just sort of fell flat. And as always, guys, I'm the Modern Film Critic, signing off.